in his eyes, lets the world fall off his shoulders. Bare feet on the kitchen tiles, coffee still warm on the counter. Curtains barely breathing, street sounds fading down the hall. Hands tracing circles in the quiet, like he's drawing nothing at all. He dances with the fog, where the edges all get lost, where the weight just slips and softens, like it never was. He's spinning in the blur, where the sharp lines come undone. He dances with the fog, till the morning makes him run. Old song humming from the speaker, cracked voice, second-hand stereo. He moves like he remembers something he never got to know. Shadows stretching on the ceiling, painted gray against the dawn. Heartbeat keeping time in secret, till the aching's almost gone. Maybe this is how he prays, in half light, half awake, every slow turn washes one more fear away. If you saw him you would swear he was talking to the air. But in every small step somewhere to stay.
All of the pictures stare right through. She swears the hallway bends toward you. She hears him whisper, return from somewhere beyond the haze. Soft as her own prayer, she turns in circles, chasing the phrase. She hears him whisper, return from somewhere beyond the haze. Keys on the counter, code by the door. His shadow is missing, still stains the floor. Clock keeps on ticking, crooked and loud. She tastes his laughter, lost in the sound. Every reflection moves off beat, like he's just one slow breath away. She hears him whisper, return from somewhere beyond the haze. Soft as her own prayer, she turns in circles, chasing the phrase. She hears him whisper, are you still waiting? Right by her ear, she answers the empty, I'm still right here. If this is a daydream, let it not fade. Let him keep calling through all this gray.
He breathes through the mist, names on his tongue, half-faded faces in the key of young. Old choir in his chest, crack cassette in his hand. Every echo he's kept like a worn-out band, where music becomes memory and memory turns to life. Every note a little doorway back to some forgotten night. He's humming through the silver air, losing what he came to find, where music becomes memory and rewinds his restless mind. Ba-da-da-ba-da. The kitchen top, cold feet, laughter under the fan. That one crooked slow dance, he still counts in his head. He follows that ghost chord down a hallway of years. Each chorus a soft knock on the closed up stairs. Reaches for a shadow on the bedroom wall at 2 a.m. It moves before his fingers, like it's trying not to be seen. Coffee rings on the nightstand, dust on the picture frame. He swears he hears a whisper from the dark that knows his name. He reaches for a shadow that knows his name, keeps chasing what he lost in the pouring rain. Every time he grabs it, it slips away. Still he reaches for a shadow that knows his name. the back chair. Still smells like last July. He talks into the silence, like she might just reply. Street glow through the thin blinds, draws her outline just the same. He laughs and then he trembles when the silence says his name. Is it you or just my mind? Are you gone or half alive? If I turn on all the lights, will you stay this time? Will you stay this time? I'm tired of empty corners, of calling into space, but you're the only echo that answers me by name. Counts the second by the pulse of the city. Green light, red eyes, coffee on her sleeve. Late train home, she mouths the stops in order like a prayer. She never quite believes. Pulse of the city, beat in her chest. Every little moment, tighter than the rest. Rushing through the crosswalk, heart on repeat. She's chasing something she can't quite need. Oh, pulse of the city, won't let her sleep. She times her breathing with the door sliding open. Shoes squeak, floor scream. She pretends it sings. Phone screen glow, numbers spinning in circles. Every notification, another small sting. If it all went quiet, would she still be ticking? Was she still moving? Nothing was clicking. She taps her wrist to the dark, to the sky, waiting for an answer that doesn't reply. To pulse of the ship, to their sleep. He stepped outside, clouds already breaking, hood pulled high, but his hands are shaking, cold on his skin. But it calms the aching. Streetlight puddles where his heart keeps quaking. He finds warmth in the rain that hides his tears, lets it wash every echo from his ears. Face turned up so the hurt disappears. He finds warmth in the rain that hides his tears. Phone lights up, he just lets it flicker. Name on a glass fades, then lingers thicker. Cars rolling past like a distant river. He bites his lip, feels his shoulders shiver. Ooh, is it healing or habit? This storm he runs to. He says, I'm fine, but the sky knows the truth. Water on his lashes, heart beating through every drop, saying, cup on the counter, cold toast, half a bite. Your jacket on the back chair, still losing you in plain sight. Each step disappears like smoke into the night. I reach, you're already out of sight. Your shadow's on the sidewalk, then it's gone. I'm walking with the echo, walking on. Street sign hums above me, last train, wrong time. Your name on my lock screen fades out between the lines.
Midnight in his kitchen, phone face down, still glowing pale. Her laugh lives in the speaker like it's trapped inside a shell. Every breath, every broken word burned into that cheap cassette. He rewinds the same 10 seconds like it's all he's got left. Her voice fades with the static, but he keeps listening, chasing echoes in the crackle like she might answer him. Every hiss, every fracture ties him back to when her voice fades with the static, but he keeps listening. Dust on the old receiver, cord tangled like their plans. He mouths along the phrases, knows the pauses, every glance. Neighbors sleep behind thin walls, he's alone with distant rain. I'm almost there, just wait for me, then the tape just drowns in grain. Her voice fades with the static, but he keeps listening, chasing echoes in the crackle like she might answer him. Every hiss, every fracture ties him back to when her voice fades with the static, but he keeps listening. Maybe if he hits replay, she'll step out of all that snow, drop her bags at his front door, say, I'm here, I made it home. But all he gets is broken bread and a signal slipping thin. So he leans into the empty just to hear her ghost again. Her voice fades with the static.
silhouette moves softly between shadows and smoke. Lipstick on a glass, laugh you almost know. Slow motion in the doorway, eyes that never stay. Heartbeat in the low light, then she turns away. Between shadows and smoke, she's here, then she's gone. You reach, but you choke on the name on your tongue. Between shadows and smoke, you swear that you've been right there in her orbit, but you never get in. She traces little circles on the back of your hand, says nothing with a smile. You still think it's a plan. Ooh, you memorize the outline of every step she takes, but follow from a distance where every promise breaks. Oh, is she hiding from you, or are you hiding too? Both of you pretending you don't feel the room. One spark, then it's over. Ash on your coat, you live for those seconds between shadows and smoke. Different doors, 8-10, paper cup, crooked sleeve, tight grin. You looked up, I looked down. Still, the silence felt too loud. Strangers tracing parallel lines, never crossing, always in time. Their words never met, but the light between them did. In the flicker of the window, in a half-remembered wish. Every morning, almost spoken. Every evening, almost missed. Their words never met, but the light between them did.
He wrote names in the fog on the glass. I watched rain race your letters, moving fast. I tied knots in the strings of my gloves. Both of us scared of calling it love. One sharp stop, all body sway, your shoulder brush mine. I turned away, he prayed, breathe, call, breathe, held, breathe, hid everything we didn't say, still shining where it always lived. Words never met, but the light between them did. In the flicker of the window, in a half-remembered wish, every morning almost spoken, every evening almost missed. He sails on silver waves, but never touch the shore. Maps made out of coffee stains, names he can't recall anymore. Salt on his sleeves, sleep in his eyes, chasing the edge of a trembling sky. He sails on silver waves, never touch the shore. Always a little lost, just like before. Hands on a wheel, heart on a line. He sails on silver waves and leaves the land behind. Postcards in a weather tin,
Does he ever wonder what anchors are for? Or does the thought of standing still hurt a little more? He watches halos of light melt into the mist, coffee cooling in his hands, name on his wrist, breath on the window, writing what he missed. Every little almost fading like this. Halos in the mist drift, then disappear, reaching through the quiet
just a glow echoes in time. Still I wait beside the glass for one more shape to pass.
Ash on the counter, burn mark shaped like his name, mug ring on yesterday's paper. Her sweater still hangs in the frame. The smoke remembers what his heart forgot. Every curl spelling out the things he's not. He says he's fine, but the room says he's not. The smoke remembers, yeah. The smoke remembers. Keys on the table. One is hers, he never moved it at all. Half-fixed picture on the staircase, crooked like the story he tells when they call. He laughs too loud at the wrong time, changes channels when the past comes on. But in the quiet after midnight, every ghost he swore was gone sings along.
He walks through silence, hallway hum, midnight air, hands in his pocket, carrying a day he can't share. Street lamp shadows stretch long across his shoes. Every step a question. What's he walking toward? What's he losing? He walks through silence and finds music waiting at the end. Like someone left a light on in a room he's never been. and men. He walks through silence and finds music waiting at the end. Old church doorway, breath held at the peeling paint. Here's a single note floating out, soft and faint. He leans on the threshold, heart beating time in his chest. Not sure what he's seeking, only knowing this feels like rest. It's a cracked voice, just a stranger in a song, but the hurt he's been hiding starts humming along. Every quiet corner fills with color he can't defend. He's not alone in the silence. There's music waiting at the end. He stands in a room full of boxes, names on the sides in a fading pen, old birthday cards curled at the corners. Every joke hit harder now and then. He watches the past so quietly take bends. Photos turn to smoke, but he is the only one he trusts, holding every flicker in the ashes of his hand, letting every version of himself through the cracks. The TV glow hums in the distance, mug rings stained in the one he dropped. He finds a ticket stub, two torn wrist hands. His reflection can't place the name.
like a thought still hanging half right. Your jacket on a rail, sleeve still holds your shape. I call your name once, it falls, it breaks. He disappears into the mist, leaving only the sound. Only the sound. Everything I thought I knew echoes on the ground. He disappears into the mist, and I'm stuck with the sound, with the sound. Street lamp hum, low and thin, smoke from my lungs. Your left stuck in the brickwork, won't come undone. Every drop from the gutter knocks against my chest, like you're saying I'm here. Then taking it back, I give you everything I thought I knew echoes on the ground. He disappears into the mist, and I'm stuck with the sound, with the sound. Spelling out what I missed. You're gone from the world, but you live this. She sings through the ball like a name I used to know. Lipstick on a coffee cup, fading in the afterglow. Your coat on the chair that I still haven't moved. Every note pulls a thread of a life I almost prove. She sings through the fog like a memory half remembered. Every little word is a ghost I can't forget, reaching through the static of the years we left unfinished. I almost
street lamp on the glass blurs into a watercolor. I hear you in the hallway, then it's just the radiator. I'm out the old lines, but I miss a beat or two. Half the song is missing, the half that held you. She sings through the fog like a memory, half remembered. Every little word is a ghost I can't forget. Reaching through the static of the years we left unfinished, I almost touch you, then the moment slips again. Maybe you were a dream, or I was just too young, but I keep turning my head every time that song comes on. I swear I hear you humming right behind me in the dark.
He walks in late, jacket still warm from the dark, eyes like they're hiding a spark, half grin, half ghost at the bar. How does he move like that? Like every shadow's on his side. I feel my pulse fall back, then trip, then chase his stride. He wears a night like a suit made of sound. Every heartbeat stitched in the seams. When he leans in, the whole room drowns. I fall through the floor of my dreams. He wears a night like a suit made of sound. Hands in his pocket, keys in a secret or two. Says my name soft out of view, like only I'm in the room. Street lamp halo on his collar, world turns down when he turns round. Breath on my neck, then softer, softer. I swear I hear it, I swear I hear it now. He wears a night like a suit made of sound. Every heartbeat stitched in the seams. When he leans in, the whole room drowns. I fall the floor of my dreams. He wears the night like a suit made of sound. He hums a song, even the moon forgets. Bare feet on the cold porch, coffee going cold on the steps. Street lamp up, fridge door click. He taps out the rhythm on his wrist. That same three notes he never quite finishes. He hums a song even the moon forgets. Soft as the dust on an old cassette. All of the words fell out his head, but his heart remembers every thread. He hums a song even the moon forgets. Windows breathe, the passing trains. Picture frames tilt when he says her name. He draws a face in the kitchen steam, loses it quick as a waking dream. That half-lost tune is the only thing that stays. He hums a song even the moon forgets. Soft as the dust on an old cassette. All of the words fell out his head, but his heart remembers every thread. Maybe it's a lullaby for what he never said. Maybe it's an alibi for how he left the bed. He leans back, eyes closed, lets the last note bend until the night itself starts to hum along again. Moon forgets. Soft as the dust on an old cassette. All of the words fell out his head, but his heart remembers every thread. follows the lantern's faint glow on the ground. Paper skin trembling, strings fraying down. Old coat, old questions, cold air in his chest. Every small shimmer pulls him from the rest. He follows the lanterns where dreams begin. Tiny sun swaying, calling him in. Feet on the gravel, heart on a pin. He follows the lantern where dreams begin. In his notebook, ink blurred by the rain. Half-faded faces he can't quite explain. Each little halo hangs over the path, soft golden riddles he's scared to ask. He follows the lanterns where dreams begin. Tiny sun swaying, calling him in. Feet on the gravel, heart on a pin. He follows the lanterns where dreams begin. What if they're only ghosts of the days he missed? What if the ending looks just like this? Still he keeps walking, soft through the din. Lanterns ahead of him, light on his skin.